Hey everybody who's here anyways. Hey, it's me, Mr. Merlo. Here back for a new episode of Merlo's Movie Massacre. It's gonna be kind of fun today. This is a lot earlier than I normally do this show. So hopefully that didn't throw people off. So do say hi if you're in the chat. Do say hi. And we've got a very special guest. We'll try to have fun today and a lot of cool things to talk about. I apologize for being away for a little bit. I've just been extremely busy. I just have not had time to just do a show lately. So, in fact, I barely was able to pull this together today. So, but I'm here. I'm here. So, do say hi in the chat if you are there. It says we've got 5 people in the chat. So, I imagine some people are here. There we go. We got John from Behind the Fiends. I see him now. There you go. John says, stop by for a bit before I do my live show. Oh, now he's doing a live stream too. Is it just great timing, isn't it? Joe from Fangoria Faithful. Hey, Steve and everyone. Been a while. Yeah, Joe is an awesome guy. We got some cool stuff to show from him. He did the poster for the Sawyer Massacre, and he's working on some new stuff. So it's awesome. And the Drayton Sawyer is here. Very good. Very good. We got some people here. That's the important thing. So very awesome. We got John from Behind the Fiends, who's a very good friend of ours. I'm gonna have you on the show eventually. We've done other live streams together, but we'll definitely get you on Merlo's Movie Massacre at some point. And Joe from Fangoria Faithful and the Drayton Sawyer, all big supporters of the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I want to give some support to lots of my other friends. So you guys have seen this stuff before, but I got to show it every time I can. Our friend Michelle from Breathless Beauties has some amazing horror-themed dolls. Hit her up. Links are in the description. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. I love it. And then we have our other Michelle from Miss 44, her horror-themed obscure artwork. I'm just going to call it obscure artwork. I don't know if you can really call it horror-themed. I feel like there's definitely a horror feel to it, but I want that cow with the shotgun. I love it. I love it. What can I say? Looks like Christian Spencer has just joined as well. Awesome. Good to have you in the chat as well. So some of you might know, hey, Miss Carter is in as well. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I don't normally do my show this early. I have done it this early before. I think to do a trailer reaction to It's Me, Billy, I think. Probably both of their trailers. But other than that, I typically do it a few hours later, 7 p.m. Pacific. I used to do it 8 p.m. Pacific. Anyways, now some of you might know about this cool new fan film I'm kind of sort of helping on. It's not my project. It's in fact, it's Michelle from Miss 44. It's her project. And I'm just really, really, really excited for it. And she's brought me on board to kind of help with it. And I'm super excited to be a part of it. I'm still not sure when she's going to be launching a crowdfunding campaign for it, but very, very excited. Joe Lawrence just this week, I think a day or two ago, sent her a logo that he did for her, and I imagine a poster. So I'm going to share this cool new logo that Joe did. Joe, if you're still in the chat, tell us how you came up with this really, really, really cool logo. It's for the third channel, which is a Halloween 3 fan film, an unofficial sequel to Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Now, I just love this logo. I look at this, I think, wow, it just screams Halloween 3, by the way. It absolutely screams it. And the way he did it with the just right amount of color scheme in there to get the mix of the computer chip and the pumpkin and the jack-o'-lantern, I should say. Just amazing work. This guy is a beast. Joe Lawrence, you're like my I feel like you're my best kept secret. Amazing logo. Really, really love what he did. I love what he did with the Sawyer Massacre stuff as well. And if you're a fan of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, you are gonna want to make sure you check out this Indiegogo. Definitely go follow the Facebook page and the Facebook group as well. She's also on Instagram. Didn't have time to put Michelle's links in the her Instagram link in the description, but you can find the third channel on Instagram as well. And it's just a really exciting project. I'm so super excited to be a part of it. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I've been consulting on the script a bit, so I definitely know I know what's happening. I can't give anything away, but this is a film this is a fan film that I think we need. I do. I think it's just there are a couple of Halloween 3 fan films out there. They're not very good. I mean, I don't like diss anybody's work, and I'm sure those guys worked very hard on it. One of them was made by kids, and I give them a a pass, But at the end of the day, they're very generic, they're very predictable. They really feel like they don't have anything new to bring to this universe. And I can tell you, Michelle's got something really awesome to bring to this universe. I think you guys are going to be very, very amazed. And if you are a Halloween 3 Season of the Witch fan, the third channel, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So definitely going on support. We'll keep you posted on when the Indiegogo is going to go live. Hopefully not too much long. I know she was trying to get it up by October, and obviously that didn't happen, but is just too many pieces to the puzzle that just haven't been able to come together in time, but they will. They will. You don't want to launch your Indiegogo too early and not have it done right. So I've kind of made that mistake in the past. I didn't really know all the ins and outs, and I didn't have all the help I could have possibly gotten. So it's something that you learn as you go. Anyways, guys, I'm blabbering on too much. I have a guest for us today. Oh, I'll read some of your. I see you guys got some chats. Christian Spencer, got any exciting news? I thought that was exciting news on the third channel. But I also got my guest who's at Florida Fantasm, so he's going to be talking about his experience there so far, and maybe even be able to show us some cool things. Joe, I did about 7 or 8 versions of it, but this was the one Michelle liked. Yeah, I liked it too. She showed me like those 7 or 8 versions, and I was like, yeah, this is the one. I took the OG pumpkin in there, but I'm working on the poster, so I have about 4 different ones. Oh, cool. I can't wait to see him, Joe. You are awesome. Thank you for the gold star. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. I've got to give you praise because you truly are that great. Anyways, guys, without further ado, I'm going to bring on my guest. John Henderson has been a huge supporter of the channel. He's been a huge supporter of the Sawyer Massacre and the third channel. He's just a great guy overall, and I'm just thrilled to have him here. He's been a massive supporter. He's associate producer on the Sawyer Massacre, and this guy is he's out there. He's out there. So without further ado, here's John Henderson. Hey, John, how are you doing?
What's up, man? Without further ado, let's check this shit out.
What's up, brother? Oh, I can't complain too much. It's been busy. This is the first stream I've done, I think, in about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks.
Yeah, it has been a while. I haven't noticed the streams.
Yeah, well, I did one on Facebook last weekend. But since then, other than that, I've just been so busy trying to get stuff together for the Sawyer Massacre. Communicating like a lot with my production coordinator to make sure we've got certain things ready, and it's coming along. I feel it's necessary. I got to get these things prepped, while I can. If you know what I mean.
You got a busy job doing it.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of work. You've been doing a lot of work, though. You've been doing a ton of work.
And today was pretty pretty effing awesome. I'll keep it PG. But
well, you don't have to keep it PG here.
well, James Jude Courtney sat at the booth for a while, hung out for quite a bit. You checked out all the talent in the community. Even was talking about the Sawyer Massacre. I talked about the third channel. Obviously, I'm really excited for you and Michelle. Big supporter. I was talking to some other indie film people. I'll talk to you a little bit about it after that. I've made some serious connections. I think I'm a little excited. It's been amazing, the networking. My mom's out there in a scooter, running people down. My son Johnny, and she's all proud, and it's so cool. She's been doing her network, and I've been. It's been fun. Just kind of really blown away by it all. To tell you the truth, such a good time.
There you go. Yeah,
and I can't see the chat. I don't want to hit it again because last time it froze the whole thing. That's why it bounced. So if anybody's
if anybody has any questions for John, I'll put them on the screen. Like, there's Mandy Cantone. How's Mandy Cantone doing?
Hi, Mandy. How are you?
Hey, Mandy. She just says hello. That's awesome. So we got a few people in the chat at least, so that's good.
I'm sure Rick's there.
Spencer, is Rick here? I don't see Rick.
Rick's not there. Who's messaging?
No, not yet.
I'm sure he'll
Spencer. How is Chainsaw Massacre doing? Well, I just kind of talked about it a bit, but it's doing good. Getting a lot of stuff done, but still lots to get done. If you were able to tune into the live stream I did on Facebook last week, I showed some behind the scenes stuff. I just like an hour ago I posted on Instagram and Facebook sort of this remake this mock remake poster. I think I got it in here. I'll show you guys. And it's really blown up on Instagram all of a sudden. Where is it here? Yeah, this one here.
I'll share it out on the channel. Did you happen to share it out there? Showing something.
Yeah. So just showing everybody.
Share it out on Doomsday's Krypt. I can have my buddy Joe share it out if you want.
There you go.
That way they'll let you know that we're hanging out live. I know Rick's been asking, and it's been so hard. I've been really busy, but in a good way busy at Fantasm. Had a little rocky road in the morning, but things worked really, really good. I'm excited off screen even to talk to you about some of the exciting things I got. And
I can't wait.
The networking is going really well, getting positive feedback. I wanted to do more. I wasn't able to do that loop like I wanted to, but didn't need the video to do it. We were out networking the whole time. We've been pounding some pavement. It's been incredibly fun. I mean, you know what a Myers fan and Halloween fan I am. Talked to Castle yesterday. I know he's planning on signing a lot of my stuff. Nick Castle just came. He was stalking me. I told him. He went to my booth a few times and he kept missing me. And I talked to him earlier and he came over and signed anything I wanted to. Such an awesome guy. So nice, man. He was impressed with all the talent that I try to show in the community, and he was pretty blown away. It was awesome.
So for all the people in the chat, Joe just asked, where are you at today there, John? Tell everybody exactly what's going on. What's so exciting about everything that's going on?
I am at Orlando Fantasm.
Orlando Fantasm. Okay, it's a horror convention, right?
Yeah, it's been a great horror convention. I've enjoyed it a lot. Tony, the promoter's been awesome. You were on with me and Tony as well.
Yep.
One night on my channel. Awesome guy. For a second time, especially since they had to skip last year with everything that was going on. I mean, it is stacked with, you got Tom Atkins, the cast from H3. You got PJ Souls, Nick Castle, James Jude Courtney, you name it. If you're a Halloween fan, there's a lot. They had I can't think of her name, the actual lady in the shower scene from Psycho.
Oh, Janet Leigh?
Yeah, it wasn't Janet Leigh who did that. No. The actual famous iconic scene was not Janet Leigh. I didn't know that until this event.
So it's like a stunt woman, basically. Probably.
Yeah. Back in those days, how show any skin like that. Yeah, they didn't do it. It was especially Janet Leigh being big. So Janet Leigh's one of the most memorable scenes. She wasn't even really in it.
There you go.
A little bit of info. It's something I learned too. If anybody says they knew it, they're a liar. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. Let's see what some of these people in the chat are saying here. We got Drayton Sawyer. I'm more excited for the Sawyer Massacre than the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well, that's I don't know if that's really a compliment though.
That makes two of us.
There's really nothing much to be excited for that movie, is from everything I've heard. Kristen Spencer, John, will you make fan film or feature film? John, you're not really a filmmaker though. You're
Well,
more
I've
of a
got
fan.
some concepts, and I've been wanting to brainstorm. I think I brought up one sequel I wanted to do that was fan film, but that's just more of something that I'm not saying I'll do or I won't, but it's more something I never thought about doing it. But the more I'm kind of doing what I'm doing, the more ideas I keep coming up with, and I just gotta pan it out. And I got a couple ideas. There's one movie called Reflect that I tried to tell Steve about it, but it just didn't come out right. And then I got a Halloween 4 sequel I was kind of brainstorming. There's a few things I'd like to do that I think would be a lot of fun and a lot of different directions to go. But as far as right now, no, it's kind of getting my foot in the door and try and help out the community, help out different filmmakers, help out talented mask makers, guys like Vinny, guys like Scott Strack, who does amazing art, people like you, Steve, and supporting the community. Because when you put the core community together and we all work together, we're going to get that horror that we deserve. You know, that's why it's so important to support projects like the Sawyer Massacre and the Third Channel. Because when you guys have that budget, you're getting a story from the fans. And I don't think Hollywood gets the grasp of it. And plus, you're not gonna have that CGI. You're not gonna be able to afford it. And you know, Hollywood would shove that in. You're going back to practical effects. And as a horror fan, the practical effects set that tone.
I agree. I definitely agree. Well put, man. Well put. So there you go. I think that answers that pretty well, actually. There you go. Drayton Sawyer says maybe the new TCM movie will be good, but I don't have high hopes. What do you think, John? Do you have any hopes for this new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film that's going to Netflix? Apparently, it's
Oh, it sounds like if it didn't go to Netflix, it'd be in the garbage bin. I think it's going to be amazing, Steve. I don't know what I heard. I don't know. I'm going to have to say negative on that one. I hope it's good. I'm expecting the worst, but I guess I won't be disappointed.
There you go. And your buddy Rick Smith has joined the chat.
I told you Rick would be here.
Oh, I knew he would too. There you go. And we also got the Lazy Reviewer. Carlos from the Lazy Reviewer is in. Eduardo Guerrero is in as well. Aaron Johnson. Wow, everybody's just kind of piling in at once here. That's great to see you.
Awesome.
See all you guys. Awesome. Joe, what does Joe say? Man, I can't read this very well. I can never read off this. I need a bigger monitor. I really do.
I can read it for you. Man, I can't wait to go to one of those up here. It looks like a kick time. Thank you, sir. Didn't mean to pry too much. Laugh out loud.
No.
Fangoria faithful. Gotta love Fangoria.
There you go. Yeah, Joe's an awesome guy. Joe from Fangoria Faithful. He designed the Sawyer Massacre logo and poster, as well as that new Third Channel logo that you may have seen.
So the man's got some skills, dude.
This man is he's like, I feel like I discovered this guy because I don't know how I can't even remember exactly how I met him, but let me check out this Third Channel logo.
Look at that!
Isn't that awesome?
Man. That is awesome.
That is
awesome.
That's got Halloween 3. That's got Halloween 3 Season of the Witch just screaming all over it. It just looks amazing.
It does.
I'm sorry. I got to brag about this guy because he's so awesome.
That new trailer that Michelle showed me. Oh my God. I showed a bunch of people. I was hoping to have, like, unfortunately, things just didn't work out where I was able to run a stream. The internet connection, as you can see, I'm probably lagging here and there on that to run a loop. It just wasn't going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I showed tons of people the third, the Third Channel trailer. I showed a bunch of people the Sawyer Massacre trailer. I didn't care. If I can't show it up there, I'm going to show it in person. And people seemed really excited. They really do. These conventions, I don't know if some of you guys haven't been to any of these conventions or these horror
I'm one of them. We don't really have much where I'm from. And the nearest one is Calgary. and I never know when that one's actually
You,
happening.
you got to be on it. I think you'd really like it, Steven. It'd give you a great chance to network because you're a likable guy and you're a talented guy, and
Yeah.
it'd be good. I mean, you could use it as a business expense, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
but I think everybody should, if you're a horror fan or even if you're a Comic-Con fan, like whether it's horror or meeting independent projects, there's always something at all these events. I'm a horror fan. I've been to Comic-Cons, but horror cons or between Crypticon and Phantasm, I love going to these horror events, especially having the table I do and the talent that I know and that I love to put on the table. It just blows me away. And everybody seems to really appreciate all their work. And it's an honor for me to show all these talented people.
There you go.
But you have to go to a convention.
Rick says, Steve, did you tell John about his winning? Did I actually tell you about that? I can't. I'm so swamped with messages and stuff like that.
You told me nothing.
I probably didn't, because Rick last week won the competition we had, the share competition that we had on Facebook, and he wanted to donate his winning to you.
I think that's awesome. Rick's such a great guy. I hate him doing that. I want him to have a piece of it. I say if it's a shirt, we cut it in half, and he gets one, I get the other side. We'll just go with that. Well, look at that face. How could you not love Rick? Look at that face. Big old smile.
Exactly. It's a choice of perk. So you get to choose your perk. What was it? Up to $100 Canadian on our campaign. So you guys can both get posters if you want. And if you guys both want posters, that's $50 each. So there you go.
Rick's an amazing guy, and I know how kind he is. I want him to have the prize. I think it was. I think it's a fantastic prize. Obviously, I want it. I mean, but I'll just go and when you guys are shooting in Texas, any of the perks, if I see it there, I'm just going to take it and leave.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just kidding. But I want Rick to have it. Rick's such a loyal supporter. I think he deserves it. He's such a great supporter in the horror community. He's had some health issues, and I'm glad he's doing better. He seems to be. He's been a huge supporter of Doomsday's Krypt, and I can't thank him enough. He's one of those people that help build the community. He really, really supports everybody.
I love that. That's really great. That's all I can say. So, well, whoever wants their choice of perk, you get your choice of perk up to $100. So
you're fighting to give it away. I'll take it.
It was somebody's getting something up to $100.
All right, me and Rick are going to arm wrestle. We're going to virtual arm wrestle about it. We'll see who wins. We're going to arm wrestle for that prize.
Arm wrestle. I like that. That's great.
I don't do anything physically anymore. I'm too old, man.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I'm already there too. I'm a little younger than you, I think, and I'm already too old. Once I hit 40, that was like it for anything physical.
I'm ready. I feel like I'm at the end of the day. So much walking. I'm ready to kick my mom off her scooter and steal it. Like give it an old sidekick. Be like, I'm out of here.
I'm gonna have to get my ass in shape though for filming this movie because man, it's gonna take some endurance. It is. This is not gonna be a walk in the park. Whether you're in the movie or just directing it, there's gonna be a lot of work involved in this movie.
I set up 2 tables, and unfortunately, I didn't have the help I was hoping to. And I didn't put on small tables, and then I was at the wrong table like a knucklehead. So after I set up once, I had to move 2 tables again. So yeah, I've been sore since then. Like I said, I might grab my mom's scooter and steal it highway, make her chase me down, or borrow or walk her. I don't know, one or the other. I'm getting around a little better.
There you go.
Get a skateboard, a bicycle to ride through this hotel. It's huge.
Getting old sucks. Hey?
It does.
Well, you got to enjoy it for the most part, or any way you can, anyways.
Well, I used to like to joke about people saying, back in my day. Now I'm the guy. I'm like, back in my day. It's like, holy shit, I am old. What the fuck?
Christian Spencer says, John, will you go see Halloween Kills or Scream 5? I'm guessing in the theaters.
I'm definitely going to see Halloween Kills in the theater. I do have Peacock, so whether I like the movie or not, I'm going to Halloween Kills, and I am going to watch it, whether I like it the first time or not. and
Rick
I
Smith.
will watch it over and over again. I don't care what you say, Rick, until my eyes bleed, and I like it. Hey, if I
Take it.
can watch Resurrection, there is not a Halloween that I can't watch. I'm a trooper.
I take it Rick has seen it already.
That's what he said. That's what he told me. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't want to know anything. That's what I told him.
I don't
So
want to know anything
I
either.
don't know anything about it, and I like it that way.
Oh God, I just shouldn't have even
And it
posed
was
it.
cool hanging out with James
Really,
Jude
eh?
Courtney today. Like
Jeez, Karen.
JJC actually came to my booth like 3 different times because I wasn't there. I was back and forth, and he waited for me, and he sat there, and he loved checking out all the talent there. Um, it was really cool. He just sat there. He pulled up a chair and just hung out. I got some clips that I'll be uploading on Facebook and YouTube. So I mean, I'm talking like 5-10 minutes worth of James Jude Courtney, and I still got to talk to him again tomorrow. And he was just an awesome guy, and he had some really kind words to say about the talent in the community, and I was kind of blown away by the kind words he said to me. I was like, wow, that's really
That's
cool that
awesome.
James Jude Courtney said that to me.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I had my issues with Halloween 2018. It was okay, but the one thing that made it okay for me was James Jude Courtney's performances
he was, I
as
mean,
as the Shape. I'm calling him the Shape. I don't like to call him Michael Myers.
yeah, the shape. I agree with you there. I agree with
Yeah,
you there.
he was the
Castle and
best since
then
Castle. Yeah.
Castle and James Jude Courtney are my top two. Castle because he's 78, he's the original. And I did get to talk to him quite a bit yesterday. He said he's going to sign my stuff, before he takes off. It's been so busy and whatnot, but they've been really, really cool. I wound up, a guy really wanted the Halloween 3 lamp, and I was like, oh, all right, because I got something else I wanted to use for a perk anyway for the third channel.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
and this guy, he was literally, I put the clip up on the Facebook page on my group, and such a great story with it. So when you get a chance, check it out on that. And it was good to see a fan get it, and they loved it. Tom Atkins, they called, actually, Nick Castle called, who do you call? Oh my God, my brain's so tired. But Tommy Lee Wallace, he called Tommy Lee Wallace and got him on the phone. They were texting back and forth saying how
Oh, wow.
great some of the items were at the table. So, I mean, it's an honor to showcase these guys. Like, wow. I
No
mean,
kidding.
and I think the horror community, guys like you, we all got, whether you're a fan, a filmmaker, writer, talent, there's room for everybody to make a difference in the horror community and add something and make something better. And for all the fans, there's
I
stories
totally
out
agree.
there that aren't just the same copy and paste. And
Yeah.
when you get the support, like with Indiegogo, you got your heart in it. You're going 30+ hours to Texas to film this. That's what you want to
Yeah.
do. You want to deliver the best. You don't want to do it just because you want to go to Texas. But
And
you feel
I
that's
could
where
be
you need to be.
yeah, and I could be paying a schwack of money for the proper
Oh, I'm
visa
sure
to
you
get
will.
there. I have
I'm
no
sure you
idea.
will, but it'll be worth.
I'm actually in a real gray area when it comes to the visa because I'm doing it for free. Obviously, I'm not making money on it, so it's unclear whether I need one visa or the other. If I need just a travel visa or some sort of entertainment working visa. So I'm hopefully in a week or so I'm gonna have a chance to meet with an entertainment lawyer about this, a visa lawyer, I guess, a travel lawyer, whatever they're called, and figure that out because I got to figure it out soon because these visas take a little bit to process. But either way, I'm no matter how much I have to pay, I'm going to Texas. I'm gonna make this
Hey,
happen.
and I
Doesn't matter.
honestly, when we talk off screen, I've made some. I think we got some good things going ahead. So I don't want to say them on because I don't know 100%, but there's definitely been some really, really, really good things to happen today, and we
That's
still got
good.
one more day. And
That's awesome.
I'm hoping to gain everybody the support that they deserve, that the horror community deserves. So we're gonna be working on that. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna make it happen, dude. We're gonna make that Texas trip and the Sawyer Massacre the budget you need to make what you want to do and make it right. So we're gonna keep working on that. So
You
it's
know what? I'm just happy we've raised what we've raised, but obviously, if we raise more, that's even better. But at the end of the day, I mean, I still can't get over the fact that we've raised over $40,000 on Indiegogo, Canadian, mind you. That's Canadian dollars,
So
but it's almost
$75. That's good. That is good.
$75.
75, $80. Good stuff. Poor
No,
Canada.
it's
I always
not.
pick on it. My ex was
I
from Canada, and she'd always
Oh,
be
yeah?
like, "Stop making fun of me for being from Canada." And I was just always joking, but she'd take it serious. Don't you ever say that. So I know how offended you guys
I
get,
don't
but I really do love
Well,
Canada. One of the best places I ever visited. So you know,
there you go.
all in
Depends
jest.
on where you go in Canada. There's some wonderful places and wonderful people in different areas, and some not so nice people in other areas. But, for the most
That
part,
goes
I
for
think
any place, though. It goes
yeah,
for
it's true.
anywhere.
Very true, very true. I mean, geez, I was worried about, wanting to shoot this thing in Texas and trying to network with people from Texas thinking they're gonna try to kick me out and, "Go back to Canada, you bum," sort of thing. I was freaking out when I was in the early stages and reaching out to people from Texas, and then just, I just can't believe how, welcoming,
What you mean
uh
you're from Canada?
yeah,
You
that's the
come
kinda
to
thing
Texas? You
I
ain't
was
coming to Texas
I
down
may
here.
maybe that's a
I'll give it. You
little
want a
extreme, but
chainsaw? I'll give you a chainsaw.
But, it's, no, like, maybe that's a little extreme, but at the same time, that's kind of what I was expecting from the community, when it came to that. But, no, I mean, they just all seem to wanna see a good Texas Chainsaw Massacre film get made, and whatever it does to bring it to Texas, where it belongs, right?
I
Not in
think so.
Bulgaria.
I think so. I
Anyways.
definitely agree with you.
And, Joe here says what a thankful guy, just a wonderful guy that's just building the community as far as I'm concerned. This guy works a lot on these projects, doing the logos and the posters, and I got to give Joe credit. And you could tell this guy is just truly passionate about the horror community, and that's what it takes. We need more people that are just really passionate. So, unlike Rick here as well. You're
You're
awesome,
awesome too,
John.
brother.
It's all yours,
Well,
brother. There you go. He
well,
he
you
really
know,
wants you to
Steve.
have it.
Only so many people can write and direct the movie. It takes a team to complete it. So whether you're
Definitely.
doing the logo,
Mhm.
whether you're doing the music, whether you're doing the set design, there's so much that goes into it.
There's a lot.
And that's why I say there's always a place for somebody in horror, because they can do something that they could add to something, especially on these independent things. And obviously being independent, you're not going to go in and be a millionaire, but you do good work and you put a lot of pride into it and the team does that, it'll pay back in tenfold. And I believe that
Exactly.
it leads to bigger and
Exactly.
better things. There's always something for somebody. I wouldn't say, and I'm new. I think I'm a perfect example. I haven't been doing this long, but I found
Mhm.
something I'm passionate about doing, and that's helping other people. So, with promoting, whether it's hitting the pavement, whether it's networking,
Yeah.
same thing with art design, or like I said, music, anything. There's always something that you can add that could actually be useful to a movie. I mean, there is more than just writing it or being the star of the movie.
Exactly. Exactly. There you go. John from Behind the Fiends. Yes, John, I didn't forget. However, I'm going to make a master post for that to make it easier to keep track of people, because we're having a heck of a time keeping track of the shares. I think certain people aren't using the tags properly, so I will be posting about that probably tomorrow or Monday, and we'll make a new set deadline, because it just hasn't we haven't been able to keep track of it like we want to. But yes, definitely, we're just gonna kind of redo that whole thing. Do, 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 do. Yeah, nice comment. Good comments from everybody. I love it. I
You
love it.
always have the
You guys,
best in your chat. I
uh,
always enjoy going to your chats from the other end.
there's great chatters, and great people in the horror community, as far as I'm concerned.
Very cool,
Uh,
Christian. Yeah, JJC is such a nice guy. If you ever get a chance to meet him, super nice.
yeah, I,
Awesome,
I I
good,
hope I get a
totally
chance.
relatable type of dude. You'd say you could just sit and talk and hang out with, down to earth, appreciates the fans, and like I felt
Mhm.
it was weird because it was like I'm not even hanging out with a celebrity. I'm just hanging out with a cool dude, and it was. I mean, It was awesome. He was more of a fan of the stuff that was in my booth and the talented people, which
That's
is what's
awesome.
crazy. And I'm a fan of the people and that I support and try to show off. So, for him to be really blown away. Yeah, I mean, Nick Castle I talked to the day before, and he complimented the booth that I got going on. And actually, I got two booths there. One's kind of adjacent, heavy, different stuff. A lot of Jesse Aaron's work, and the other booth is a lot of Michael Myers stuff. Vinny C. Let's see who else do I got in there. My brain is so tired. I've been going
I
strong,
bet.
but I want to give everybody a compliment. King Greedy, I got one of his masks in there. James Grimm, I got one of his '07 Slayers, which is amazing. I met a guy out here who is a Boogeyman Studios and Twisted Creations. He did two really cool hand painted Michael Myers
Oh, wow.
rehauls, and I got to get more video of it. It's just honestly every time I try to grab my phone, something comes up. The convention ended at 7, so it was kind of perfect. But then my phone's dead, so I had to leave the hall, and at least it was only a few minutes. Made you talk by yourself, I'm sure. But yeah, it's been busy, but it's been fun. I wish I had more time to document more. It'd like stand outside of what's going on because it's so much fun. And
I hear you.
cannot express how much fun Phantasm is, and the guests are all so nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, how often do you go to these conventions there, John? How many would you say you do per year?
As far as going or putting on my own table.
Putting on your own table, going
This is
full
only
out.
my second one. Casey
Second
Krypt
one.
was my first table, and this is my second. So go big or go home. I like to show off these guys. I stuffed that van. Don't ask me how I got all the stuff in my van that I do. Got a 7-foot clown. I got that Michael Myers animatronic that Vinny rehauled. I got all those masks from all the talented people. Duke Togo made some hawks. My buddy Camp Crystal Cabin 6 makes hawks. Jesse Aaron's, I got to give him a big shout out. He does amazing work. Old Salvador Onofre, Officer Sal, such a great supporter. Rick, such a great supporter. Man, I just don't want to leave anybody out because there's so many people in the community.
There's so many people. It's almost impossible to try. I'm getting
That's
to
why
that
I need
point.
shout outs because there's so many people. I don't want to leave somebody out.
Exactly. When I shout out now, I just say thank you to everybody who's made this possible. That's it.
Thank you to everybody, and of course, John.
And of course, John.
Of course, John. Just kidding.
But I mean, it's impossible to do that at this point. I mean, I did a look at all the emails I've got from Indiegogo, and it's almost at 400 different emails. So more than almost 400 people have supported our campaign now, or campaigns, I should say, because we've done 3 of them. But yeah, I mean, that's just it just goes to show you. I mean, how am I going to give out shout outs to 400 people? It's impossible.
You can't. Yeah, I mean, the people that get the shout outs appreciate it, but the ones who don't, you don't want them, and you don't mean to. And it's like I feel like an ass. I feel like an asshole. All these awesome people. I mean, and it'd be like a 2-hour stream with all 400 people. I'm gonna thank John. I'm gonna thank Wendy. I'm gonna thank Michelle. I'm gonna thank Carrie. So
yeah, exactly.
each one matters. I mean, the same thing with like the Doomsday's Krypt group. It's like you can't thank them all, but you do thank them all. You'd love to thank each one of them and be like, hey, thank you for the support. Thank you for your activity. And I even try to keep up as much as I can. Luckily, I got guys like Rick who are in the group, Sal Onofre is all over it, and great people. And there's all so much great content sharing. Sharing out the Sawyer Massacre, the Third Channel, Scott Straka's work, and the people that share. Other people that share stuff. There is so much talent that's made the Doomsday Krypt group awesome and fun. Like I'm blown away.
I love the group. It's glad to be a member of it, and it keeps growing. It's I don't know how many members you're up to now, but it seems like it's just really growing.
I think it's at 1,600, and
wow.
We've only been a Facebook group for 4 months, and that blows my mind. I'm just a guy who works with some special needs. And really done nothing. I haven't taken a vacation in like 7-8 years. This is the first time away from my guys in 7 years. And I already miss them. I can't wait. I'm not looking forward to the drive home, but I look forward to seeing them, their family. I'm going to miss my mom and dad, though. So it's like conflicting,
I hear
but
you.
it's been an up and down journey, but it's been a lot of fun. It's a roller coaster. It's been fun.
Oh, yeah, fun. For sure. And by the way, everybody, I did put the link to John's Facebook group, I should say, in the chat, or not in the chat, but in the description. So make sure, if you haven't joined the group, join the group. It's awesome. It's just so interactive and a great way to be a part of the horror community. Definitely go check out Doomsday's Krypt. And and thank you, Joe, for stopping by. He had to go, obviously, but I just want to post that up. Drayton Peacock is hoping they'll get more people signing up with Halloween Kills. I heard that's sort of why they did it. It wasn't so much that they're worried that it's not going to do well in theaters, but it's because Peacock is kind of suffering, I guess.
Well, I bought it. I was told, it's gone there. Instead of just going, well, I'll wait till it comes out and do it. Nope. I want to make sure I have it ready. So, and it's not bad for $5 a month. Hey, if you can see it, but I'm going to the theater to see it first. And definitely Scream 5 in the theater and Terrified 2 in the theater too. Those are going. Those, if it's horror and it's in the theater, I'm going.
It depends for me. I have to.
Well, unless it's that new movie, that the Sawyer Massacre, I'll wait for reviews. But yeah, I'll wait for reviews.
Sawyer Massacre won't be in no theater. Well, I might have a premiere somewhere local, but you might have to come to Canada for that. I'm hopefully gonna do some sort of theater premiere in Texas as well, but that's kind of up in the air at this point. We do have the other premiere that's on that you can get with our perk on the Indiegogo. John was mentioning earlier the Butchered in the Basement perk. I think that's a pretty sweet perk myself, but I think most people are too scared to get that one because, watching the movie in the place that it was filmed, it's in the area where people were massacred. That might just be too much for them. But we'll see.
It's a great perk, though. I mean, if you're a horror fan, it's a great perk. There's somebody out there. We're gonna find somebody, and there'd be a bidding war to get that one. Yeah, because that's a great perk. That really is. That's a really cool perk.
I think so. And the owner of that house was just gracious enough to do it. He was the one that suggested that perk.
Maybe get Doomsday to do a fundraiser, and then if everybody who pitches in for the fundraiser for that perk, we'll do a raffle, and that person gets to win that perk for you. Ooh, get killed in the basement. Look, you won the raffle, you get killed. You're dead.
But I mean, what a way to watch the movie for the first time. I mean, to watch it in the basement that we're actually going to be filming it in. And for the owner of the house to be nice enough to do that was pretty awesome. And he's letting us totally rehaul his basement to make it look right for the film and everything. So I think that's pretty sweet. But
that's pretty awesome.
But I don't know if even Halloween Kills, will I see it in the theater? I'm so on the fence.
Well, you're not a Halloween. You're not a Halloween fanatic.
I love the first four. I think it's probably because the first four are so great. It's probably my favorite horror franchise, simply because the first four. Or that there's no other horror franchise that I can say I like 4 movies from.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
For me, it's the only one, so I gotta say it's my favorite horror franchise. I mean, the original Halloween is my 3rd favorite horror film. Halloween 3 is in my top 10. Halloween 2 is probably in my top 20. Halloween 4 is in my top 20, probably. So I mean,
definitely my top. But yeah, I love the 1, 2, and even if you don't count, I count 3. I love it as its own movie. I think it was great, and 4 was definitely interesting. It really has left you hanging, and then 5 just kind of. I enjoy 5 and 6 for what it is. But let's be honest, the story kind of went off the rails. That's where it went off the rails, and they needed to reboot it. I wasn't a fan of H2O because it went that Scream direction. It was cool to see Jamie Lee Curtis back, but to get rid of everything after Halloween 2 was, I think they could have done a better. I think they could have fit it all in together and made a really good story. and I did enjoy 2018. I'm looking forward to Kills. Did 2018 a perfect movie? No. I think it definitely, other than Castle, James Jude Courtney is the second best.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie's Myers, I really enjoyed for what it was. I met Tyler, super nice guy, but as far as what I consider like Michael Myers, not a different take, or where it's not, it's Michael Myers, you know what I mean. But as far
Yeah, I
as
know what you mean.
in that series, James Jude Courtney is an amazing Michael Myers. And him and Nick Castle are really, really cool friends. It's funny watching him and all the cast with Tom Atkins and Shelley, who was in part three. They're just connected at the hip. I mean, they are a group of friends that get along, and super cool, super cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. They'll probably cancel after they watch it. Yeah, you're gonna cancel Peacock after you watch Halloween Kills on there? I don't know.
Well, I'd be watching it. Well, maybe until I can own it, but I'll be watching it a lot. I know, being my guy, one guy that I take care of, we'll be watching. It'll be like Mikey, so we'll be putting it on a lot. I'll be grinding it. If it was a VHS tape, it'd be worn out probably in a month. But yeah, I'll be keeping Peacock until I own it, like own the copy of it. So yeah.
There you go. I didn't realize Rick was French Canadian, but lives in the States. There you go. Were you born in Canada then? You must have been born in Canada if you consider yourself French Canadian. Or were your parents just born here? I don't know. That's cool though. We got a very active chat. A lot of, thank you, and chat. Everybody's chatting with each other. That's great. I'm just kind of seeing if there's any other questions in there. Or
on the chat, but
Halloween 3 and H2O are my best. I've never been a big fan of H2O, but I'm kind of with John on that one actually. But I love Halloween 3.
I love Halloween. Yeah, I love Rob Zombies too. I was looking at
There
that.
you go, Edward Guerrero. Yeah, he's saying that he's in the minor. Yeah, I never got it. I never got Rob Zombie's Halloween,
Yeah.
but it doesn't work for me. But it has a fan base. They had those.
There's some
films
people
have
that
a
like
fan
it more
base.
than the original, and I can respect
Yeah.
it, because if you didn't watch the original and you grew up in a different time, you might not connect to 78 the way I did as a child, or some of those
I
80
did.
slashers. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like, I think more people would appreciate it more, like old school fans, if it wasn't called Halloween and it wasn't Michael Myers. But I still enjoyed it a lot. I like it, and I'll even watch the second one. Just ignore that there's a horse scene in it.
It's pretty hard to ignore. This is quite the troll comment right now, I think. Rick, I know he's joking, right? He's joking,
Slick
right?
Rick.
Hey, you know what though? For what but at the same time, Tony Moran, in that one scene he's in, it is pretty iconic. I think it is still pretty iconic. It's too bad he doesn't really seem to own it as well as he probably should, but that's okay. Whatever. It's whatever. I won't get into all the Tony Moran stuff. I've managed to stay away from it. I'm gonna stay away from it. Damn it.
Yeah, I refuse to talk about it either. Like, I'm not one to judge anybody. To let the fans decide for themselves. I don't have an opinion on it one way or another.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've never met the guy. I've just seen the stuff on the internet, and I get it. But at the end of the day, some of that stuff is edited to make him sound worse, and he probably is. So, but
he's an East Coast guy. He's an East Coast guy. We run our mouths and we say stupid things, especially sometimes when we drink. So sometimes you really just got to watch your words. It does matter. It does matter.
I don't think that's just an East Coast thing. I do that all the time, and I'm from the West Coast. So,
well, you're Canadian. That's different.
Oh, there you go. You're right.
No, I'm just joking.
I say shit I shouldn't say all the time.
Oh, believe me, I put my foot in my mouth a lot, and I'm working on that. Especially, you deal with so many people, and you're not used to it. It's like, for me, I'm usually a introvert, so I'm more of that. So it's kind of coming back out of my shell, because I just did my thing for years, and now I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's one of those things where I'm more introvert, but the extrovert's kind of coming out lately. So we'll see how that keeps up. Until I put my foot in my there's a lot of pressure. When you start dealing with something, and like I represent, just like you represent the Sawyer Massacre. You're the face of what's going into it, and there's a lot of people involved in the project. And the same thing goes for me as with Doomsday's Krypt, which blows me away. Each one of the people in the group that believe in the people there, and I'm trying to represent the group in a good way, because it's a group. It's the group's nothing without everybody. I got to make sure how I behave and what I say, especially on a public, on a public platform, is you got to be careful. Like I never had to worry about it before, and now it's one of those things where people support me, and I don't want to let them down. You know how it is. Even with being a filmmaker, you don't want to you want to give people the best effort for the Sawyer Massacre, the ones who believe in it, and this and that. So
definitely.
And I think I can't wait for it. I know you're not gonna. I know it's gonna be great, man. I do. I wouldn't be doing what I did. Like I wouldn't be out there grinding if I didn't believe in you guys. So
there you go.
It's gonna be huge. It'll be great.
Awesome. Carla says I enjoyed Halloween 4 and 5. They're great guilty pleasures for the month. Yeah, Halloween 5 not so much for me. And I'm one of those guys that actually Halloween 5 was the first Michael Myers Halloween film I ever saw. I think I've talked about this a little bit on the channel before. But man, oh man, I just still that was the very first. I didn't see the original Halloween until. Well, I mean, I kind of got into all of them at the same time, but we, as kids, for whatever reason, we had this mentality that we had to watch the latest film, and at that time, Halloween 5 was the latest film in the franchise, so we got that first, and I was definitely kind of missing, when you don't at least see Halloween 4 or even the first two Halloweens, I would say you're missing a lot, and I don't know why we always chose to watch things out of sequence, but I go back. I think we watched Halloween 5, then we watched Halloween
a tough
4.
one in the middle of the series, part 5. You must have been lost in the theater. What's going on?
We weren't in the theater. We didn't. We just rented it on video. This would have been a year or so after it came out, maybe 2 years. I think it was 91 by the time I.
Well, you must have been young when it came out too, like Halloween 5. Because I was young. I wasn't even able to go to the theater for Halloween 4. Oh yeah. I had to sneak in 5 different times to see it. Kept getting kicked out by this manager later. She followed me around. It was like she had it out for me. She was old cranky bitch. Sorry, she was. She looked for me. I swear she'd have binoculars out just waiting for me to try to get into the movie. Yeah. I got past her though. I got past her. She was good though. She was tough. But I got a friend here from Massachusetts. I got my family. I got a few more days left in Florida, dude. It's been so much fun hanging out with you. We got to do more. My buddy's here, and my buddy Joe from Massachusetts.
Joe.
Patiently flew in, but he knows that I wanted to come talk to you. He's supporting the horror community. I got him. He's on the horror fanatic list. He's been having a good time. He was a big help for me today, and I think he had a good time. Yeah, we had a good time. James Jude Courtney was awesome. But pen cap. Yeah, we lost James Jude Courtney's pen cap when he was signing all this stuff. We went on a yeah.
There you go.
But we couldn't find it. Well, that's Joe.
We'll find it when we're not looking for it.
We will. It'll show up after the event when I pack it up.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Really no problem.
Anytime. Always enjoy it.
You can come on and talk about it and all your involvement with the indie projects going on. It just made sense, and you're right there. You're in the big convention. It just felt like a good idea to have you on and tell us, who you met, who you have met, and all this stuff, and who you're hanging out with, and all the cool stuff going on in the horror community. So that's really awesome. Drayton, I see, has got to go. Amy Crabtree joined the stream as well. Amy's a awesome person as well, and awesome to have you in. And anything else you want to talk about before you go there, John?
I could probably go on. You know me, I could talk. But
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time as
no,
well.
no,
Either.
no, dude. We're gonna get together again. I'll get you on my stream too. I just want
Oh
to thank
yeah.
everybody here that showed up and hanging out, and I hope I didn't drive you guys crazy. I hope you
Oh
enjoyed
no.
it.
Does anybody
Much
else
love
have any
to you.
questions for John? If anybody has any questions for John, he can feel free to
Anyone?
ask away.
Anyone?
Amy's
Bueller?
like, sorry, Steve. Sorry, I'm late, guys. She said, no, it's okay, Amy. It's just you're here. That's all that matters. You're here, and doesn't matter whether you're late. And if you don't know John, John is John is Doomsday's Krypt. You've probably seen him on Facebook quite a bit. So he's an awesome guy, and he's been promoting the Sawyer Massacre quite heavily, promoting the third channel. And he's at Florida Phantasm. Is it just called Phantasm, I guess, but I call it Florida
Phantasm
Phantasm.
Orlando. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks again, Steve. Guys, support the Sawyer Massacre. I know everybody here who's following Steve already does, but I
Yeah.
can't wait, man. I look forward to the future. I can't wait till you start getting into filming, and we're gonna keep helping you raise that money. And you made me a producer.
Well,
I'm gonna produce, my friend. That's
you
what we're
already
gonna
have
do.
produced. You already have produced, and that's
We
I'm
got
very,
more
very
work to
grateful
do.
for it.
I'm grateful for you guys. Without all you guys, it doesn't matter. So, thank you, Steve, for having me, brother, and
Yeah,
thank you,
no
Jeff, for
problem.
being here. And I will catch you guys later.
All right, thank you so much for stopping by there, John. Very good. We'll have you on again sometime in the future, and enjoy the rest of Phantasm.
Absolutely, time for more beer.
There you go. All right, see you, man. All right, that was John from Doomsday's Krypt. What an awesome guy! What an awesome guy. Glad he could join the stream tonight. Thank you today, I should say. It's actually still daytime here, but I don't usually normally do this stream so early. Thank you guys all for stopping by. Do make sure you do hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't yet. I don't see a lot of new faces in here. I think that you guys probably already have subscribed, but if you haven't, by chance, go ahead and do so if you want to. You don't have to, obviously, but yeah. So John seems like he's having a great time down in Florida Phantasm. I wish I could go. I wish I could go. He sounds like he's meeting all kinds of great people. John has been a massive, massive support of the Sawyer Massacre, as you guys can tell, and it looks like he's going to be supporting the third channel quite heavily as well. I'm still super, super excited for the third channel. I can be more excited probably than most of you because I know a little bit more about it than you, as I've read versions of the script and been consulting on the writing process a little bit with Michelle. Just so she has the second opinion on stuff. And Michelle is I wish Michelle could have been here. I'm gonna get Michelle on the channel probably sometime soon. Gonna have a lot of guests coming up, I think, in the next little while, so I'll try not to have as long a break from this show. That was like 3 weeks, I think. So I don't like taking 3 weeks off, but I'll be back soon enough, I'm sure. I'm hoping some trailers are going to drop so I can do some trailer reactions. I kept hearing that the Resident Evil trailer is going to drop, so I've been wanting to do a trailer reaction to that, but it still hasn't dropped unless it dropped while I was doing this live stream. But as far as I know, it hasn't. I would like to do a trailer reaction to that because there are so many people that are on the fence about it. I am on the fence about it a little bit, and I'm actually probably more on the fence now because the trailer hasn't dropped. It's something I want to look forward to, and there are some reasons why you could be on the fence about it. Some of the casting choices seems a little odd and stuff like that, but again, at the same time, I'll make my judgments once I see a trailer, and hopefully we see a trailer for it soon. And again, of course, I want to react to the trailer for Texas Chainsaw Massacre whenever that drops either too. Who knows? I have no idea. But if I can do trailer reactions to those two films, that'll be good. That's not really my normal thing to do, is trailer reactions. Hey, Heather Loves Horror came in all of a sudden. We're just finishing up, unfortunately. But super, super glad that all of you guys came by. because I don't normally do streams at this time. This is very early for me. I don't count on me doing more streams at this time. Just so you guys know, I won't be doing any more streams at this time, unless there's a specific reason why I have to. This one we had to because John, as you can see, is very busy at Phantasm, so we had to schedule kind of around what he's doing. So it just worked out really good. What is Eduardo says, Steve, have you had the chance to see the Deep House 2021? I have not. I haven't had a chance to see much lately. Is it on Netflix or anything like that? Amazon Prime or anything? I will. I'll have to check that out. Do you think it'd be my cup of tea? I say that because a lot of the horror films I see on Netflix, that I think I'm gonna like, and I'll start playing them. I end up shutting them off like halfway through because I'm so bored. I think certain films are just not made for me. I don't know what it is. My attention span is just not right for certain horror movies. But I haven't seen that one, The Deep House. I'm gonna have to look for that. Let me know. Don't be sorry for missing it, Heather. It's just good to see you. It's good to see you, and we'll maybe get you on my channel again one of these days. I was on your channel once, so maybe we'll have you as a guest on my channel. We'll see. But yeah, Eduardo, thank you for the suggestion. Maybe I'll have to check it out. But I am very, very picky with horror films. I am very, very pickative. But he said, no, it's out in theaters. Okay. You would like it. Well, don't be so sure. I'm very picky when it comes to horror films. If it's like a ghost story, I'm out. Ghost stories do nothing for me. Anything with ghosts and paranormal and blah, 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 they do nothing for me. If it's a zombie movie, it doesn't sound like a zombie movie. The Deep House, no, it doesn't sound like a zombie movie. But if it was, probably not. Other than Resident Evil, and I don't like Resident Evil for the zombies so much. I like Resident Evil for the atmosphere of that first game in that Spencer Mansion. I love the Spencer Mansion, and I love the characters. I love Jill Valentine or Valentine, however you pronounce her name. I think that she's a fantastic character, and I think we deserve to see her done properly, hopefully by Hannah John Kamen. I really hope she's going to pull it off. I've heard great things about her acting. She doesn't look the part, but that doesn't necessarily mean everything. I'm rooting for her. Yeah, not zombies, but has supernatural elements. Yeah, supernatural elements. I mean, depends on how they're done. Depends on how they're done, but typically anything supernatural usually does not work for me. But we'll see. Yeah, I'll check the trailer. I'll check it out, Eduardo. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll call it a day on this one here, guys. I know it's not quite as long of a stream that I normally do, but it's also a lot earlier than I normally do, so that's all good. Oh, Amy, I completely agree about Resident Evil. It's about the tense atmosphere of that first game. It makes it so much potential to make a good movie. And if they did this Spencer Manson right in this movie, great. If not, and I hear that it's really going to kind of be a mix of the first two games, so it's not going to be all in the Spencer Mansion. I don't know. We'll see. It's all about execution. I'll definitely pass some judgments for a trailer, and hopefully I'll get to do a trailer reaction on here. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have yourselves a good night, and I promise I'll not take too long for the next one. I promise. Probably not. Well, maybe next week. We'll see. If a trailer drops, if either the Resident Evil trailer drops or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer drops next week, I will do trailer reactions for Merlo's movie Massacre. Again, there'll be shorter shows because trailer reactions, there's not a lot of a show you can do in it, but I will do them. If they drop. If not, you probably see me early the following week. Thanks, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful night and take care.